Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning.
Irving School Stadium, the scene tonight for this District 9 6A showdown as the Cardinals of MacArthur host the Rangers of Dallas Jesuit. Rangers leading the district at 5-0, Mac a game back at 4-1. Hello again, everyone. I'm John Nelson. I'll be joined in the booth by Rob Willman in just a few minutes. Well, a lot of incentives for these two teams tonight with the upcoming playoffs right around the corner, and we'll get into that shortly. Last week, Jesuit manhandled W.T. White 43-0. Rangers jumped out to a 22-0 lead and really put that game out of reach early. By contrast, MacArthur stifled all night by Dallas Skyline as they lose 53-14. The Cards held at just 141 total yards, 38 via the rush. Well, for the Jesuit Rangers, only a junior, Jacob Palish, has opened up a lot of eyes this year. Outstanding passing numbers. His completion rate is at 60%. His tandem yardage is up there at over 1,300. Last week against White, he didn't need much, only 7 of 15 for 89 yards and a touchdown. What about the keys to success for the Rangers tonight? A little play on words with Halloween just 2 days away. Number one, a monster attack. This defense for Jesuit is solid. They have to pressure Kane Harden, and that's no secret. They also have to contain running back Artis Henderson. Thrill seekers. Jacob Palish at his disposal has used 13 different receivers this year and can spread the candy at will if needed. And spooky numbers. Most of MacArthur's points this year have come in the first half. So if you're going to dominate or try to beat this team early, holding them down to a minimum is a key for the first 24 minutes. Senior Kane Harden continues to be the heart and soul of this offense, and every week setting all of the school's passing records. Not so stellar last week, but these eye-popping totals are impressive. For 8 weeks, he's completing 61% of his passes, has over 2,000 yards for the second year in a row, and has thrown just 4 interceptions in 231 attempts. Those seem like Tom Brady numbers. Kane has thrown for over 300 or more yards 4 times this year. Keys to victory for the Cardinals tonight? No hocus pocus. Mac has to stay the course on offense, and there's no reason to abandon what has been so successful this year, and they won't. Secure the pumpkin. Against Skyline last week, Cardinals picked all 3 times, and there was 1 fumble. Ball security, no doubt, is a premium tonight. And Ghostbusters. The MAC defense may be busy tonight shadowing the receiving corps of Jesuit. The main focus for these two teams tonight certainly is the game at hand. But when you discuss playoffs this year, the top 2 seeds in each division are home for the first round. And that's a lot of incentive. That is huge. The victory early this season in district by Jesuit over Dallas Skyline could go a long way as to who plays who in the first round. It's just a constant reminder that this football season, only 10 weeks long, is a sprint and not a marathon. Jesuit trying to keep it rolling, Mac trying to get back on track. Kickoff coming up next on the ICTN Game of the Week.
And welcome back, everyone, as the Rangers take the field in their traveling uniforms. White jerseys, numbers on the side, a dark look about the fade numbers as they hit the field, and they will be the offensive team to start. And then coming onto the field next, the MacArthur Cardinals, and those new helmets they have this year. Really dig that look with the dark helmets and the reflection tape on there of the M on the side, and they've got their work cut out for them as you take a look at head coach Brandon Hickman on the sideline for the Jesuit Rangers. This team has really put together a run. Only one team has scored on the Rangers in district play. That was Skyline, a team that MacArthur fell to and fell too hard. 53-14 last week. The standings, Jesuit atop 5-0 in district, 7-1 overall. Followed by the Cards and Skyline at 4-1 apiece. Then the Vikings. White, Irving, Turner, and Sunset rounding out the District 9 6A standings. Jesuit will receive. Kicking off will be the Cardinals. I've had this one circled since the schedule came out on ICTN. And with the call, Mr. John Nelson.
All right, Rob, week 9 of the 2015 season. Jesus Martinez has it teed up. Rusty Landon, number 3, back deep, along with Fletcher Rosenbleeth. And week 9 is underway. This is a directional kick. It is short, fielded on the run and dropped, and back to scoop it up. And falling on it at the 20-yard line is Rosenbleeth. Could have easily gone the other way, but the Rangers set up shop at their own 20. Jesuit comes in averaging 40 points a game. The MAC defense this year allowing 29. And again, overall, MAC at 5-3 and the Rangers at 7-1. As you see, the Ranger offense, this team 3-1 on the road this year. And Jacob Palish, the man under, number 17, over 1,000 yards in passing. And a very solid team this year. And a first down play action passes. Palish floats one over the middle, trying to get it to Lamper, number 7, Connor Lamper, who has 30 catches, and it'll be 2nd and a dime.
Starting offense for the Rangers, Fearing, Allen, McLeod, Metz, Eichenberg, your 5 up front. Polish, Holtz, Landon, Lamfer, Loughborough, and Wunderlich are your skilled position. I was taking a look at the back judge that time, Michael Hintz, and trying to see whether or not he was going to throw the flag or not. He had his hand over the flag on that long pass play.
Adam Holtz is the team's leading rusher. Here's a cross buck to the 25 and a couple of more yards out to the 27. A 7-yard gain by Max Loughborough. And here's the defense tonight for the Cards.
Defensively for MacArthur, the guys up front, Ford, Price, Clark, and McFarland. Your linebackers are Guyton, Brown, Singleton, and Haygood. And then in the secondary, Boyd, Kincaid, Fisher, and Dismuki.
On 3rd and 3, they stack up Holtz at the 30. And he's very, very close to a first down. He may have it as the unstacked Max signaling the other way. And the Rangers trying to maintain possession. Adam Holtz comes in with 715 yards of rushing, and the senior has scored 4 touchdowns. It is a first down for Jesuit.
When we saw him play against the Vikings a few weeks ago, Holtz really carried the load in that ball game, did most of the work running.
He's one of 27 seniors, and there's Jacob Palish. And not this time, as the trio and added one more, 4 of them, a quartet, able to pile on the running back as soon as he got the handoff. It's a loss of a couple of yards. Matthew Price there.
Nice job by the left side defensive tackle. It was more than just him as they hand off to Holtz, and I mean, Holtz really didn't even get one footstep once he took the handoff from Polish, and he was just smothered.
It's a loss of 3. The Jesuit running game this year, averaging 212 yards a game. From the shotgun on 2nd and 13, the lefty Palish loads up, fires. It is dropped in the crowd at the 37-yard line. Intended for number 13, Max Loughborough. He has a couple of touchdown receptions this year.
Boy, he really had to force the issue there. MacArthur had 3, maybe 4 defenders all over Loughborough. Really didn't have a lot of room to throw that football. And that's the type of coverage that these Cardinals can do when they're on top of their game defensively in the secondary. A young team defensively, but they've grown with each passing week.
3rd and 13, John Wunderlich, the inside receiver, number 23, as Palish goes the other way, caught on the sidelines at the 38-yard line. It's going to be 2 yards short. A catch for Connor Lamper, number 7.
Well, the Cardinals played it just right. I mean, they said, okay, if you want to go 14 yards, we'll let you go ahead and catch it and go out of bounds. And that's what Kincaid did, and he kind of looked around, he being Lamper that time, and said, oh, rats, I should have gone a couple of more yards because that does nobody any good.
Palish will stay in. He does the punting. And dropping back deep for Mac, number 14, Montrell Walker. And to his right, Ryan Sanchez. Very, very high. It's a skyscraper. Hits at the card 31, goes sideways, and will be down at the 32-yard line. Jake Hagel downfield for the Rangers, and our first look at the Cardinals on offense.
Well, first of all, we'll talk about the guys up front. Whaley, Chavez, Wyatt, Henry Hernandez, the right guard, and Ronald Portillo, the right tackle. Then the skill positions led by the quarterback, Kane Harden. Artis Henderson, the running back, and then the wideouts are Hodges, Sanchez, Montrell Walker, who sometimes will take that wheel route as a running back.
And a penalty marker drops as Hodges hauls in the pass at the 37. Harden emptied the backfield on first down. There may have been a couple of guys in motion.
Chop block, defense, offense, 55 and 72. 15-yard penalty, still first down.
And tonight's referee, Richard Bonner, indicating the chop block on the line of scrimmage. And that'll cost them big yardage, is spotted all the way back at the 18. A 15-yard penalty makes it 1st and 25.
Watch the center and the left guard. Going low was Wyatt, and then the left guard, Chavez, making contact.
Artis Henderson up the middle, 25, and Henderson breaks a tackle and lunges to the 29. A gain of 11 for Henderson. Comes in with 963 yards and 13 touchdowns, averaging about 7.2 yards per carry.
Well, they got most of that penalty back in one handoff.
The Jesuit defense this year is just stout, allowing just 13 points a game, and Henderson trying to get to the outside and wrapped up by Seamus Cook, number 25.
Ryan Brooks was the first one to make contact. He more or less just forced the play back inside, and then the rest of the Rangers were there to clean things up, but not a lot of room for Henderson, who we've seen this year, John, get a lot of those big yardage plays on the quick hitters between the tackles.
Cards need to get to the 43. It's 3rd and 14 as Harden sends a couple of receivers cut on either side. He's looking left. He throws deep left, and it's overthrown, intended for Josh Hodges. In coverage for the Rangers, Esteban Garcia, number 4.
That was a timing pattern, and they being the Rangers, sent their linebacker Peyton Long right up the middle, rushed 5. Harden didn't have a lot of time and just misfired, is either on his part or the receiver didn't run the route close enough. Nonetheless, 4 and out now for MacArthur.
Marcus Haygood in punt formation. Esteban Garcia, number 4, drops back deep for Jesuit, standing at his own 35. On 4th and 14, just underway, 8:10 to go in the opening period. It's a floater, and Garcia hauls it in at the 35, heads up field 40, and brought down at the 44. Nice return of 9 yards.
Haygood just more or less just catch it and kick it. Didn't want to get it blocked. Didn't get a lot to it, but got enough of it in the air to where his teammates could run down there and keep Jesuit at least in their own end of the field.
Rangers have scored 40 or more points this year 5 times. This is the team that snapped Skyline's 49-game district winning streak. And that was huge. At the 44 on first down, Palace floats it out to the near side, caught, crossing midfield, first down yardage, still in bounds, and run out of bounds near the 35-yard line. A nice catch and run, and that's Rosenbleeth.
They had 4 guys on the near side that time, and Rosenbleeth reeled off about 17 yards on that one. They had 3 receivers on the line of scrimmage. Rosenbleeth behind. It was all the way it was scheduled and the way it was set up and the way they lined up is like a pre-made screen already.
1st and 10 at the 37. The Cards stack 6 in the box. Palace on the option keeper is spun around and is twisted down and gains nothing.
Jacob Palace keeps the ball.
The Cards, they do give up a lot of yards via the rush this year, over 250 yards a game.
So far, though, they've kind of bottled things up between the tackles. Those were the stats coming into this game for their junior quarterback rushing. And it was his legs that beat Skyline in the 4th quarter, that last big drive that gave the Rangers the win.
Palace can go to the well at any time. 13 different receivers have caught balls this year. On 2nd down, deep ball left side, double coverage, and intercepted at the 13-yard line. To the 15, running room for Kincaid. And Kincaid has the pickoff, and the Cards able to shut down Jesuit on their second possession.
Well, give it all to Kincaid. Did not bite on the pump, and there he was playing great defense. The defender had fallen down, Lampfer. But Kincaid, watch it again here, even though the defender had fallen down, he was in a great position there to come up with the turnover.
Knocked down at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 Cards. Twin receivers to the near side. In motion is Walker. And Walker on the sweep. Walker, arm tackle down at the 19. A pickup of 3 for Montrell Walker. Kane Harden over 4,200 career yards. And there's the man that picked off Hallish. Jeff Kincaid, a senior. One of 36 on the varsity squad this year for head coach Brian Basil. 2nd down, 7, 6:44 to go in the opening period. Caught and dropped at the 21. In and out of the midst of Ryan Sanchez, the senior.
Last week against Skyline, Harden was picked off 3 times. Did throw 1 touchdown pass. Part of the weather might have played somewhat of a role in all that, but Skyline with a very quick secondary. Harden trying to get back in the swing of things here tonight.
Rangers have picked off 7 balls this year. Their secondary is very active. Harden flush from the pocket, will roll, tripped up and drop at the 17. Unable to get by that second wave, and the Rangers will force the Cards to punt here.
Well, I've seen a trend here, John. It seems like every time the Cardinals get in a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 situation, they'll send an extra guy in. You're going to have to block more than 4. They've been sending 5 every time.
Esteban Garcia standing near midfield. So the Cards will have to punt it away on their second possession as they quickly come up to the line. Play clock down to 9. That's no problem as Haygood standing at the 5. Good pass from center, no rush at all. This one is a floater, and there's a flag and another flag as the receiver bombed. Garcia really walloped at midfield. And Jesuit will have outstanding field position on their 3rd possession.
Easy call to make. He did wait to the very last second, but he takes a shoulder right into the midsection, and that'll go against MacArthur.
Kick catch interference on the kicking team. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Mac won this game last year 69-30. Kane Harden was on fire, as was Artis Henderson a year ago. From the 35, that's where the Rangers have it.
1st and 10 to 35.
Send
Jesuit Rangers.
trips to the left. Wide right is Lampfer, number 7. Jacob Palish. He will keep it, trying to get to the edge, and does not. His horse collared out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Coming up quickly, Jelani Arnold.
Arnold played home just like you want to see the DB or the defensive end do. And when Polish took off, I mean, it was a called run from the get-go, no sort of option call at all. He was just keeping it to his right to the near side. And as you take a look at Brandon Hickman.
TCU grad has taken the Rangers to the playoffs all 4 previous years. 2nd and a dime from the Card 35. Palish will turn up the middle. No, he keeps it. Palish, nice fake, and Palish close to a 1st down. Palish running behind Dean Eichenberg, number 74, and that is close.
He had me fooled, John. I thought they handed off to Holtz that time in a quick huddle.
3rd and less than a yard from the 26. And there's a fresh set of downs and a dive to the 23-yard line.
MacArthur had too many men on the field. They couldn't get number 12 off in time. Penalty flag thrown there at the line of scrimmage.
Substitution infraction on the defense. Penalty decline. 1st down.
So the Rangers will have it at the 23. Max Lobero, the last ball carrier. He stays in along with Holtz. And they're going to send Wunderlich wide left, joined by Rusty Landon. On 1st and 10 from the MAC 23. Holtz to the left of Palish. A hard count. And Holtz all the way down to the 15. A gain of 8 and got through that line quickly.
Looked like a pinball, didn't he? Bounced off 3 defenders, and next thing you know, he's got 8 yards.
Second and less than 2, right at 2. Clock moving inside 4.5 minutes. Palish, play action, rolls out to the left, throws on the run, caught and dropped at the 8-yard line. Should have been secured by Lowborough. With that bad of a pass, it'll be third.
You know, the Rangers are pretty much money when they get in the red zone. 47 times they've been down here. 43 times they've scored. 39 of those touchdowns.
I'll take those numbers week 1 or week 10.
A sure thing if there ever was one coming in.
Third and right at 2. Just outside the 16-yard line. Swing pass caught, first down yardage, and trying to evade another man, taking it all the way down to the 9-yard line, is Lowborough. Kincaid up to make the stop, but it is a first down for Jesuit. Marked squarely on the 10-yard line. It's first and goal. Number 52, Michael Garnica, comes on defensively.
You know, that'll just eat you alive 5 yards at a time on those quick screens or those quick outs to the receivers.
First and goal, sideline left, open field right for Palish. And this is Holtz. Holtz struggling, diving, and running to the 2-yard line. And another quick burst over that left side. Second and goal.
He may not be the biggest player out there, but he runs big.
Attention, please.
As we come back, not much at all, able to submarine the running back and getting low on Longborough.
Yeah, I don't even know if he got a yard. Once again, MacArthur being caught trying to change defensively, and Coach Basil said, give me time, I don't want another penalty.
Yeah, Garnica couldn't come out, number 52, and the Cards will spend a timeout with 3:21 to go here in the first quarter. Coach Basil over 500 career win wise for Mac in his 10th year.
That was a good timeout, whether or not it was because they wanted to save the penalty or just because we've got a pretty big down coming up, third down and goal with 3:20 to go just in the first quarter. Yet the way these things have been going right now, you know, it could change, but the way we played the first quarter, this is going to be a stingy game offensively, it appears.
Well, the Rangers have had their way against the ISD this year point-wise. It's 90-0. And coming off 3 consecutive shutouts, opened up the year shutting out Arlington Bowie 35-0. Third and goal from the 1. And Palish will keep it and dive and has the end zone. Touchdown Rangers. Jesuits on a short 35-yard drive on the scoreboard first.
Well, that didn't look too hard, did it?
Just a simple dive over the right guard, and for Palish, rushing touchdown number 9. Young man that is committed already to Stanford. And here comes the special team, and that means their kicker, who has been pretty good this year, John Wingurski. Wingurski has connected on 25 extra points out of the hole of Rusty Landon. Motion in the line, here's the flag, and Mac may have jumped first.
I wonder if that will make the Rangers rethink
Defense, half the distance, free kick.
whether they want to go for 2 or not.
Well, that would put it in that Holtz area. But I guess they're still content to try to go for the conventional 1 when Gursky's still out there. And a couple of yards closer as this extra point try will come from the 8. 6-0 Jesuit. And the extra point attempt, good hold, and it's a fake. Picked up. This is Landon trying to get to the pylon and is short. Well, Rob, you Thought they might go for two, but Landon, his knee was almost down as soon as he got the snap from center. That was pretty close.
I think it was a call. I don't think it was a bad snap or let's watch again. Yeah, it was a fake all the way, and great pursuit by the Cards, and he wasn't even close. He was pushed out. McDonald, number 7, 1 of 2 over there to get him out of bounds. But doesn't surprise me. Heck, John, if it doesn't surprise me, you know it doesn't surprise the MacArthur coaches. I mean, well, look at the touchdown again. Polish, just the quarterback keeper. Holtz there, 24, one of the lead blocks. Also got a nice one there by Dalton Allen, the junior. There's Allen there, 67. Really didn't have to touch anybody. Capped off an 8-play, 35-yard drive. Took about 2 minutes, 30 seconds in all. You saw the extra point and try for 2, no good. And hey, at this point, it's a 6-0 deficit for the Cards, and they've got to get that offense in gear yet to complete a pass. That one big play by Henderson gave him 10 yards, but they were already in a hole because of the penalty.
All right, when Gursky has it teed up, Artis Henderson is back deep. It's Henderson and Walker at the 5. 6-0 Rangers.
I'd be surprised if they kicked it to Henderson.
Yeah, it may be another one. That's a deep one. Oh, this sail's pretty good. And Walker 1 yard deep coming out with it. Montreal to the 10, goes sideways, picks up a block at the 15. Walker outside the numbers to the 20 and skates to the 25. Walker on a 26-yard kickoff return, and a flag dropped as Walker went down at the 25.
When you get both Walker and Henderson back there, it's like, who do you kick it to? If you're a MacArthur fan, you don't want to see a penalty again back in your offense back before they can even get the first play off of the series.
Richard Bonner, tonight's referee, about to make this call as they sort it out. The way they're looking, it was against Mack, facing to the south end zone.
A lot of sorting going on. Could be a block in the back against MacArthur. If so, that'll back him up again.
Face mask on the receiving team. Half the distance to go. First down.
On the return of face mask, it's an automatic 15-yarder or half the distance.
Watch right there. It appeared that time that the kick returner had tried to do the stiff arm, and it ended up grabbing the face mask.
They'll start from the 12. Walker is the move man. Here's Harden and a handoff straight ahead, and Henderson stacked up at the 10. They may give him the 11, and that will be a yard pickup. Met first in the hole by Michael Schotmar, number 35. Schotmar, a junior.
Shoot, he lost a yard in that play.
John Michael Pretty leads Jesuit in tackles this year with 41. Schotmar there in his defensive numbers this year, 2nd and 11. Mack averaging 38 points a game, 254 yards of passing the contest. 2nd and long from the 11. Harden drops back, looking, and is dropped at the 9. Loss of more yardage, and Jesuit, Peyton Long, young man that's committed to Navy, at 6'1" and 225.
What the Rangers have been doing so far, John, is they're bringing a linebacker. He may not come up the middle, he may come off the corner, but they're really keeping this Cardinal offense guessing, particularly Harden. He doesn't know whether to look on the weak side or the strong side for someone blitzing, and it's really disrupting him so far.
3rd and 13, Sanchez and Hodges wide to the near side. As Harden looking over the middle, has a man caught at the 17 and out to the 21-yard line. It's going to be a couple of yards short. A nice catch on the run by Sanchez, his 37th of the year.
First completion of the night. Harden uses a little misdirection there to buy himself some time, but that penalty just dug him in a hole too deep and they couldn't get out of it.
What a trio of receivers that Kane has this year. Hodges, Sanchez, and Walker collectively over 100 catches and 23 touchdowns. Esteban Garcia awaiting this punt. And going to get away from it. Hits it midfield. Takes a MAC roll of about 12, 13, 14 extra yards. And it will be down at the Jesuit 37. 3 consecutive punts. And the 4th possession upcoming for Jesuit. Again, unbeaten in district play at 5-0, leading the pack.
MacArthur tonight on offense in the first quarter, 3 3-and-outs. They have been able to stop Jesuit once on an INT, but the 3rd possession, the key for the Rangers, and they scored.
1st and 10 from the 37. Rusty Landon in motion, and a penalty marker dropped on the sweep and leveled out of bounds at the 43. This may be coming back. Landon took a pretty hard hit on that far side.
Well, where the flag, well, there's 2 flags actually, one on each end. Might have had some movement against Jesuit. Let's see what Mr. Bonner has for us.
Offside, defense, number 32, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
It'll cost the Cards 5. They say that Ken Singleton was, or rather Ruben Cruz was the man offsides.
42 yards and penalties just here in the first quarter, John.
Yeah, the referees have been too busy, far too active here in the first 11 minutes. 1st and 5 from the 42, up the middle, handoff Holtz, and Holtz works himself near midfield. A run of 7 and a first down for the Rangers.
Their 4th first down of the quarter, and that man right there, number 24, is so tough to tackle. Low center of gravity, and he seems to always be spinning around. And since the Rangers do not have to snap the football here in the first quarter, I'm wondering if they're going to let the clock roll or not.
Well, they're up to the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10 at the 48 with 5 seconds. Swing pass caught in traffic, crossing midfield, and a pickup of 4 yards for Max Lowborough, and that is the last play of the first quarter. At the end of one, our ICTN Game of the Week from Irving School Stadium. Our score, Jesuit 6, Irving MacArthur nothing. Back in a minute. First play of the second quarter, 2nd and 6. Facing the Rangers, they scrimmage from the MAC 48-yard line. Palish will take the snap, has some blocking ahead of him. Palish 40, 35, 30 down the far side. Jacob stepping all the way down inside the 15. I'm going to say he went out at the 16-yard line. Had 3 guys in front of him, had a convoy.
Got a flag, though.
What did we say? Far too many penalties here in the first half, and here's another one.
Holding, number 24, offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Yeah, that's against Holtz, who I had thought initially, if that play would have held up, I'd say Holtz really sprung him with a great downfield block. I thought all he did was go low. Obviously, he must have wrapped things up, and boy, what a nice break there for the Cardinals.
It'll be 2nd down and about 2. They're going to deploy Connor Lanford, number 7, wide left. 2 receivers to the other side. On 2nd and short, Palish will take the snap, plunge straight ahead, have the first down and more. And Palish near the 25. Chased out of bounds by McDonald.
Well, this particular series, the quarterback has really found some running room on just nothing but a basic keep here. There's Holtz 23 there with the block, but by the time someone from MacArthur is able to get a hand on him, Palish is able to come up with another first down.
It was the free safety, Rashad Fisher. 1st and 10, Jesuit. From the Cardinal 27-yard line, leading 6-0. Trips to the left as you see the ground view, sideline view of Palish, a junior. He'll give to Holtz, and Holtz draws a crowd at the 24. they unstack. Another gain for Adam Holtz, number 24.
That's number 34, the linebacker, the senior, in on the tackle there, but not until Holtz picks up 4. That's what they're doing so well. Not a lot of negative yards, John. Everything is positive, and not just a couple. They get at least 4 yards a pop. Sets up a good 2nd and 3rd and short.
2nd and 7. Holtz to the right of Palish. And Jacob, deep ball, right side, led his receiver by about 3 yards. Trying to get it to Lamper, number 7.
Lamper got a slow break on that, but once he did, he had about 3 yards of separation on the DB. Polish just did not get the ball in the correct spot.
All kinds of, man, look like air traffic controllers right there.
And you know what? All that could just be fake.
Sure.
See, there's 4 guys. They could just be, like you said, doing their exercises.
Well, the young student reserve could be the man giving the plays. On 3rd and 7, Palish short pass. It is caught at the 20 and chased out of bounds inside the 20 is Max Lowborough.
I don't think he got the first, though.
A couple, maybe about 1.5 yards short from here. Let's see, they got a, yeah, he is short. Stepped out at the 18. It'll be 4th and a yard. Leading 6-0 on 4th down.
Watch the quarterback keeper.
Lamford to the right side. Man in motion. Palish takes a snap. He will run. He will have the first down and wrapped up inside the 15-yard line. Thrown down at the 14-yard line by Tony McDonald, number 7, and a first down for Jesuit as they convert on 4th.
On 4th down conversions, the Rangers, I believe, have only missed 1 all year on 4th downs. And if it's 4th and 1 like that and the quarterback is averaging 2 or 3 yards every time he touches the football, averages are he's going to make that first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This drive started at their own 37. This is the 10th play of the drive.
Max McLeod out over the ball. Inside handoff. And a couple of yards for Lowborough, number 13. Not much. 2nd down at about 9.
Well, this is how the Cardinals defensively must play in the red zone. They've got to keep them to 3rd and long. So this 2nd down play will set the stage for the next. So these guys have really got to tighten up. Here, as we've already played about 5 minutes here in the 2nd quarter.
Every snap, Rob, on the play clock's at about 7 or 8 seconds to the end zone, and it is caught.
Gosh,
Falling
what a
down,
catch.
Connor Lamford.
What a catch.
And touchdown pass number 14 for Palace this year. So back-to-back possession scores for Jesuits, and that hurt Connor Lamford.
Yeah, he gave it all. He sacrificed his body on that 14-yard catch. And Jesuit will probably go for 2 since they missed it last time to get back up to 14. Not a lot the DB could have done on that play.
Connor's 7th touchdown catch of the year. And Palish rolls out to the back corner and unable to get away and trying to get it anyway. Did he make the catch?
Believe not. Backside official said no. The ball hit the ground.
Lowborough, the man for whom Palish was throwing.
Yep, here he is again. It's just a step back, and what a great grab going backwards, falling on his back from ground level. This should be coming right at you, folks. How can you play DB when you give up a few inches in size and there's nowhere else you can catch? Arm underneath the ball, body hits the ground. Says, give that back to me, but not a lot Jeff Kincaid could do with that one.
He hit hard, did Connor Lamford. As he in a little bit of pain on the bench.
Watch it again one more time, and just great concentration by Lamford.
12-0. Jesuit on top. Marco Navarro will kick off, number 18.
63-yard drive, took 11 plays, almost 5 minutes.
This one's short. It's a free ball, scooped up by Walker at the 20. Has a block at the 25. And Walker, hounded by Nate Thompson, number 1, gets away from that. Loose ball at the 30. And the Cards recover. Artis Henderson on it.
Well, Nate Thompson, the senior DB for Jesuit, was the only man between him and the goal line, or at least a lot of yards for MacArthur. Watch it right here, though. Gets his hands, sticks with it. He comes back, and it was Thompson. Thompson, who really turned the play inside, lost the tackle, but hustled enough to pull it out of him.
He scraped it loose. Kane Harden and the offense from the 30-yard line. Quick pass, Josh Hodges, and a gain of 3. That's his 42nd catch of the year. Has 14 touchdown receptions overall.
Maybe that's what the Cardinals need to do, is just start quick, do the quick hitters. Do like the Patriots do when Tom Brady's getting assaulted, and they just do a little quick 3 yards and dump the pass off.
Henderson behind Harden on 2nd and 5. Same play. Hodges with another catch and a first down. It's a pickup of 7. We talked about Hodges, Sanchez, and Walker, what they have done collectively. And Hodges, the main man so far in this drive.
First down of the ball game for MacArthur, and it comes at the 8.5-minute mark of the second quarter.
Cards are 2-2 this year at Irving School Stadium. Hodges is averaging right at 20 yards a catch this year. 1st and 10 at the 42. And Harden fires, caught, and nothing at all as Thompson wrapped him up like a sore toe. Nice close in by Thompson.
Sanchez didn't have a lot of room. It was nothing but just a little hook. He tried to find the soft spot, but Thompson was there and didn't give him a lot of room after the catch.
2nd and a long 9. Inside of 8 minutes, 12-0, Jesuit on top. This District 9-6A matchup featuring number 1 and number 2 in the district. And here they come up the middle. Wide open in the flat is Henderson, and the pass a little bit too tall.
Well, Thompson, number 1, we've called his name out a couple of times already. And like a delayed blitz. Peyton Long also came. Watch it right in the middle. Look at Thompson. He had barreling down, and too bad because Artis had a lot of room after the catch if he could have made that grab.
It sets up 3rd and 9. There's Henderson. Now he'll move out to the right. And Harden goes the other way. It's an inside screen to midfield, to the 40. Sanchez to the 20. And he will score. Ryan Sanchez goes 57 yards.
Well, that's how you answer the blitz right there.
His 8th touchdown catch of the year. And the Cards are on the board.
It's that quick wide receiver screen where you kind of hit him on the run right in the middle.
And the Cards will try to make it 12-7. Martinez out of the hold of Marcus Hudson. Spotted up, and it is perfect as the Cards counter Jesuit's last touchdown.
Harden, 3-step back, wide receiver screen, left tackle, left guard. They get out, get in the way, give Sanchez some space. And once he gets past that first initial assault, then he's gone. Harden did a good job. He looked in the middle like he was going to go in the middle. Then he just made a quick toss to his left. And Sanchez has no one in the neighborhood. 57 yards in all. 5-play, 70-yard drive. Made up almost 2 minutes on the drive, but that's just what these Redbirds needed. here in the second quarter to keep things close.
Harden's 29th touchdown toss of the year. He had 27 last year. And when Sanchez got to about the 30, he put it in another gear. They weren't going to come within 15 yards of the senior wide receiver. 12-7 with 7:30 to go in the half. Good one shaping up here tonight in week 9. Same two men back deep, Rusty Langdon and Fletcher Rosenbleeth. There's Martinez as you see the alignment on the kick return team. Rosenbleeth is to the near side. And this one comes to Rosenbleeth over the shoulder catch at the goal line. To the 10, Rosenbleeth can't get away from one, breaks a tackle, goes sideways, running room 20. Flag mark down back at the 12. Rosenbleeth crosses a 40 and finally arrested at the 45, but a flag dropped back near the 10-yard line.
2 flags. This is coming back.
Bonner and the linesman both get to the penalty flags at about the same time. I got mine. How about yours?
Well, this will be the first penalty against Jesuit tonight.
Illegal block in the back on the return. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So where the block in the back occurred, that's where they mark off the penalty yardage. It'll be placed just outside the 5-yard line.
Look just to the right, to the left. Okay, there we go. Just breaking him, Rosenbleeth there around the corner.
It's a good return nonetheless. He was able to get it to the outside, but the offense comes out 1st and 10. Palish at the goal line with Holtz, number 24. And Holtz gets a handoff, and Holtz over right guard out to the 9-yard line. Gain of almost 5 for number 24.
He's averaging about 4 yards a carry here in the first half.
Second down for 6 on the 9-yard line.
Jesuit's rushing attack this year, over 200 yards per game. 12-7 on top. 6:47 to go in the first half. A little bit of breathing room for Palish. Drops back, looking near side, will keep it. And Palish cut down at the 13. One of the men down there for Mac, Darius Kirksey, number 5. That'll make it 3rd and about 3.
That's one of those plays, if you're a Jesuit fan, you hold your breath because there's your star quarterback out there wide open and takes a pretty good pop to the knee.
Marcus Hudson there also. Well, before that touchdown, the last team to score on the Ranger defense was Skyline. And that was the 2nd district game of the year. 3rd and a long 2. In motion is Langdon. And Palish will keep it and be ridden down close to the 15. I think he got across the 15 and close to a first down on 3rd.
He's the leading rusher tonight with 43 yards. And he either got right at the first or not. Very close from this angle. Oh, it appears
close enough to take a look at it.
Yeah. It appears he's short.
Too close to eyeball.
Yeah, from this angle. Don't make a liar out of me.
About as close as you can get.
Yep.
And
whoa, what did he change his what?
The nose of the football was the other way. It's a first down for Jesuit.
Okay.
Rangers pick up the first down.
First down, Jesuit.
Leading 12-7. Averaging 40 points a game. They're going to send Connor Lamford, number 7, wide left. He's one-on-one. And Palish over the middle. Post pattern trying to get it to Lamford. And not there.
Yeah, a lot of pressure applied by Carl Clark. We've hollered out Clark's name a lot tonight. Number 67 plays over the center, or between the center and the guard defensively for MacArthur. Watch him try a lot of pressure right there. He's applying the pressure, and maybe Polish let that one go a little soon.
Ramiro Hernandez, the safety and coverage for Mac. On 2nd and 10, crossing pattern, caught. 20, 25, still on his feet, crossing the 30, crossing the 40-yard line, and shoved out of bounds is Rusty Langdon.
Boy, does that play look familiar?
Oh, Landon with a huge chunky yardage, about 25 after the catch.
Reminiscent of the touchdown by Sanchez, and watch the umpire. Oh, let me get out of the way.
Scoots out.
And look, Landon stuck his hand in the grill of the Cardinal DB, Rashad Fisher. Could have been a penalty.
There's a quick push off. Landon has the first down. It's marked at the 25, and he goes in motion. And Palish will stick it to Holtz, and Holtz with a 9-yard burst.
Adam Holt on the run.
Stick it in his breadbasket about every time. It'll be 2nd and less than a yard. The Cards will bring on Landon Blackston, number 34.
Holtz now with 44 yards on the night. Holtz with 44, Palish with 43. And it's really nothing fancy, John. They just line up and hit you between the tackles, or sometimes the quarterback will keep it around in, but not a lot of last-minute options or anything like that. It's pretty much a called play.
One to look, and Landon to the near side. Now Landon goes in motion, and Holtz after the fake, and Palish runs to the 41-yard line. Nice fake to Holtz, and Palish took off and collects another first down. Adrian Ford back in the defensive end.
Well, they're definitely keeping the Cardinals on their toes. And the defensive front, not very big. I mean, they got some good size. Clark is probably by far the biggest guy, weight-wise, up front amongst the front four. But they're keeping MacArthur on their toes and keeping this defensive group guessing on what Jesuit's going to call.
Palish and Holtz, their motor never stops. From the 41, it's 1st and 10. And now a timeout taken at the 4:15 mark.
Yeah, play clock was closing in on 0, and Coach Hickman decided to use one of his timeouts as we close in on the 4-minute mark of the half. Next week on ICTN, believe it or not, game 10 of the football season. Just like that, with the blink of an eye, it's over. Could have some playoff implications on the line tonight as we tape this ball game. Nimitz playing W.T. White, a big game there between those two. No matter what happens, this game's always fun to do and always a good rivalry. You see the replay time starting Sunday, the 8th of November. Yes, we're already in November.
And this game tonight was moved up a day because of the weather they expect on Friday, October 30th. So this game being played on a Thursday night and a 7 p.m. kickoff instead of the usual 7:30. From the 41-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Jesuit, 4:15 left to go in a fast-moving first half. And Palish, wasting no time, swings it out in the flat to Lowborough. Lowborough inside the 30 and is leveled at the 25. It's a pickup of 16. Max Lowborough.
Boy, they're so good at that. 2 receivers out to block, and then Lowborough just goes right behind his blocks, and by the time the pursuit of MacArthur catches up, he's got a first down.
And Rob Mack they're a step slow, or maybe 2 steps slow tonight in their coverage, and Jesuit wasting no time. I like the way they've mixed up the plays. To the left, to the right, over the middle. Done a nice job all season long. And here's Holtz up the middle, and Holtz untouched and finally tripped up at the 11. Nobody laid a hand on him the first 7 yards.
Well, another first down, 59 yards now on the night for Holtz. And he's just a tough tackle, just a a great move, a split open by the guards. And look at Holtz just spinning and turning and tossing around, and now here they are in the red zone again.
Ball spotted just outside the 10. So it is 1st and 10. Closer to the 11-yard line.
Remember, John, this drive started on their own 5-yard line.
Had that penalty, and that's where they started from. And Holtz still fighting, still plowing straight ahead, gets it to the 8.
Well, Jesuit doesn't have to be in a hurry. Still a couple of timeouts in their hip pocket. By nature, they do line up and they don't huddle.
On top, 12-7. Ball at the 8-yard line. It is 2nd and 7. And Palish will keep it after the fake to Holtz, and he will score. Palish runs into the end zone from 8 yards out. Another rushing touchdown tonight for the junior quarterback. His 10th rushing touchdown of the year. It is 18-7 Jesuit. 3 consecutive scoring possessions for the Rangers now.
You talked about a well-designed play. He sent one of his running backs or his receiver slot back in motion, and that man in motion did a crack back and came back against the flow to seal off the linebacker and made it easy.
And Wengerski's PAT attempt, and it splits the uprights with 2:27 to go in the first half. It is 19-7.
If you saw the guy on the bottom of your screen, watch him. He had the block. Then at the top of your screen, it was Lamper who went in motion. And watch it from ground level. See him come across, make the block, and the quarterback has plenty of room before pursuit can catch up to him. And Rashad Fisher couldn't catch up to him in time. But you can't say enough about the wide receivers. Also Rusty Landon. Landon was the man that went in motion and then came back across the grain and had that seal-off block for Palish to keep it.
Boy, your concern now, Rob, is the MAC defense. You let a team go 95 yards. They wear you down. They go 63 yards on the previous drive. And they're in command tonight on top, 19-7.
12-play drive, 95 yards in all. They eat up close to 5 minutes with the quarterback taking it in from the final 8. And now MacArthur, although there's still plenty of time on the clock, will try to make something happen before halftime. They will get the ball back to start the second half.
Navarro set to kick off. They still don't know where to go. Henderson right behind Walker.
They're playing hide and seek.
He goes to the left. It's a short kick and a fair catch signaled for at the 31-yard line. Up with a hand quickly, number 15, Tyson Harden. So that's where Mac will start their 5th possession of this first half.
Well, we talked about how special teams did that quite often the last couple of years, where no one would kick it deep anymore. You have some explosive guys back there that can take the ball and really give your offense some good field position. I think they'd rather surrender a possibility of giving it at the 20. Just give it to them at the 30 and go from there.
Yeah, from the 31. Harden and Sanchez right there, breaks a tackle at the 33 and able to get it out to the 37-yard line. A pickup of 6 and another catch tonight for number 8, Ryan Sanchez. And quickly up to the line. 2nd and 4. Harden to the near side. And Kane runs out of bounds, being chased out of bounds by Peyton Long. And not much for Harden on that scamper. Again, Peyton Long, a Navy commit. Midshipmen having a good year this year. Navy 5-1 this season. 3rd and 5. In fact, he lost a yard. From the 36. Harden from the spread, drops back, swing pass. Artis Henderson is there, cuts it back, and Henderson to the 45 and a first down. And put a little head fake as if he were moving to the sidelines and cut it back outside the numbers and able to pick up a first down.
only their second of the ball game.
From the 45 and a fresh set of downs. And the Rangers able to get their player off the field, Lucas Kincaid. Almost 12 men on the field. Harden hit hard, throws, and a catch by Hodges at the 45. Gain of right at 10 yards. And it is enough for another Cardinal first down.
Good job by Harden that time, staying cool in the pocket and finding one of his favorite receivers on an out pattern.
From the 45 and a good drive here for Mac. They started from the 31. And Harden will give to Henderson, running room, and Henderson brought down at the 37, a quick gain of 8.
That's what the passing attack will do for you. Hit some passes, that'll open up the run game.
Henderson closing in now on 1,000 yards for the season. On second and short, it's a first down catch at the 29. That's Harden.
Harden to Harden?
Yeah, that's the junior, Marcus Harden.
Pass is complete to Alex.
Or Alex.
First down, Cardinals.
Marcus Hudson. And a timeout taken here. We wanted it to be Harden to Harden, but Marcus Hudson.
Timeout, Jesuit. The second timeout of the half.
A timeout taken.
Oh, down and out. Nicely done. Number 18, Alex Drummond.
Who was the receiver?
Drummond gives us the yards.
A 6 looked like an 8, and an 8 looked like a 0.
And we're just happy that they're solid numbers tonight.
It is a first down at the Jesuit 29.
Well, Jesuit calling that timeout because all of a sudden Harden's in a groove and the offense is moving the ball.
Yeah, they're taking a page out of the Jesuit offensive playbook, quickly up to the line and trying to catch them with 12 guys on the field or a man short. Either case, from the 29. Harden throws, caught by Sanchez, and he's leveled at the 26.
Well, Thompson all over him, but good concentration by Ryan. Gives him about 3 yards on the play.
Minute 9 to go in the half. The Cards have 2 timeouts to work with. From the 26 on second down, Walker in motion. Harden looking to the end zone. He's got Hodges. He jumps. It is taken away. It is taken away by John Michael Pretty, number 12, the safety. And Kane Harden picked off for only the 5th time this year.
Oh, he'd love to have that back. Hodges had a couple of steps on the defender, and Harden just underthrew him. Had him right there, but closing fast was the safety. Double coverage, of course, you know, when it's Hodges. But he grabbed it with one hand, and John Michael Pretty, who is the guy that's being recruited to play lacrosse, coming out to play football this year. It's like he had the little basket, the little lacrosse basket.
Well, they went 40 yards on that drive, and Holtz rips off 7 yards over the right side with under a minute to go in the half.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Scoring drive turned away by the Jesuit defense. That's the 8th interception by the secondary this year. We talked about that in the pregame. 8 pickoffs defensively for Jesuit with 36 seconds. Clock stopped on the first down at the 34. And Palish looking for number 7, overthrows his receiver at that point. Couldn't get clearance from number 9, Jeff Kincaid, looking for Connor Lanford. Got held up. And back to the line of scrimmage for a 2nd and 10.
Well, if you're MacArthur, you just don't want to give up a big play. Keep the guys in front of you.
One to look to the other side. They go to the ground, and Holtz ridden down at the 37. It'll bring up 3rd down and needing close to 7. 18 seconds left in the half. And Jesuit content to take that 12-point lead into the locker room. Enough's enough, they say.
Half the players were already jogging back to the locker room while the linemen were lining up.
The Jesuit Rangers leading Irving MacArthur here at halftime by a score of 19-7 in this District 9-6A game of the week. Back with our halftime activities from Irving School Stadium on ICTN.
It's halftime at Irving School Stadium. Jesuit on top of MacArthur, 19-7 here in the first half, in a game that has been rescheduled and moved to a Thursday night. And on the field right now is the Cardettes and the MacArthur Cardinal Band. Let's go down to the field for tonight's halftime entertainment.
Cardette dance officers are Lieutenant Aleli Cruz, Lieutenant Casey Tate, Lieutenant Litzy Ambrosio, Lieutenant Kendall Clements, Lieutenant Kiana Kalat, Lieutenant Kennedy Carter, First Lieutenant Chrissy Jarvis, Lieutenant Ashley Featherston, and Captain Lily Tanner. Cardette Smiles of the Week are Destiny Floyd and Paola Hernandez. Cardette Rookies of the Week are Ali Martinez and Alicia Perez. Cardette Spirit Girls of the Week are Jada Binion and Ashley Featherston. Cardettes of the Week are Jacqueline Arroyo and Kristen Killam. Cardette Teachers of the Week are Mr. Cody Dollar and Ms. Adriana Perry. The Cardettes are under the direction of Ms. Stephanie Garrett. Tonight, in honor of all those who have been affected by breast cancer, the Cardettes are proud to perform their Pink Out routine to I Will Survive. May we remember those who have lost their battle, celebrate those who have won, and continue to work tirelessly to find a cure.
Over 60 strong for the Cardettes out there, and a nice halftime performance by them. Let's go ahead and take a look at the halftime highlights. And Jesuit took them 3 possessions to finally score, and it was their quarterback on a quick little run on the inside there, missed the extra point. It was 6-0. They made it 12-0 on a great toss here, a nice throw, pitch and catch, and a great catch by Lampford there. Made it 12-0. That was a 63-yard drive. MacArthur finally strikes, and it was Sanchez here on this quick screen. He goes 57 yards in all. The extra point was true, and it made it 12-7. MacArthur had cut that lead down, but on the very next possession, Jesuit goes 95 yards in 5 minutes. Polished the quarterback, finishing things off there, 19-7 in favor of the Rangers. And then the Rangers with 8 interceptions on the season. One coming right here is John David Pretty. The safety comes across to pick this one off to end a drive by MacArthur. And that's how we end the half with a score of 19-7. MacArthur on the short end of the stick. Halftime statistics, pretty much what you would expect. The passing, pretty even, but it's the rushing yard is the difference here. It's Polish and Holtz, the 1-2 combination, making the difference offensively as far as yardage is concerned. Turnovers, each team with 1 turnover, and you see the penalties there. Now let's go down to the field and the halftime performance by the MacArthur Cardinal Band.
And Kevin Tafford for your halftime entertainment and presenting the final performance of their 2015 UIL contest show entitled Do You Hear the People Sing? Please welcome to the field the mighty Cardinal Marching Band. We'll announce our annual MacArthur Band, Beau and Sweetheart. These are senior students voted on by the members of the MacArthur Band. This year's Band Beau is Danny Cordone. And this year's Band Sweetheart is Savannah Norton. Thank you and congratulations to these students.
The MacArthur Cardinal Band performing their competition routine. Job well done. It's halftime. Jesuit on top, 19-7. We'll have the second half kickoff in a moment.
John Nelson back with Rob Willman on this crystal clear autumn night at Irving School Stadium. Jesuit on top 19-7 as Marco Navarro has it teed up. And Sanchez and Henderson, third different duo we've seen back tonight, receiving kickoffs for the Cardinals. And a big first series drive this will be for Mac to begin the second half. It is short, and it is caught, and taking a knee at the 33-yard line is number 13, Rashad Fisher, and that's where the Cards start to begin the second half.
It's a good start. I mean, if I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, you have it at the 33, and the wind no factor at all tonight.
Man, quite the opposite of last week, huh? Tonight, just beautiful outside. Beautiful temperatures, no wind, just a perfect night for football.
Wonder, Rob, how active we'll see Artis Henderson here and maybe the running game if they can get on track in the second half. Henderson and Sanchez in the backfield, and Henderson will get the call on first down, and Henderson is handcuffed at the line of scrimmage. Nothing at all.
Well, Jack Metz, the junior defensive lineman, big number 98, he's by far the biggest player out there on the defensive side, just gummed up the works on the inside. Watch 98 just goes right past the middle part of the offensive line, and he's the first one to get there, and that just slowed everything down.
Second and just over 10 yards needed. A quick pass caught at the 35-yard line, and Hodges draws a crowd. 3 Rangers converge on him. Esteban Garcia was there first, and then Peyton Long came in, number 2. Third down and needing about 8 from the 36-yard line, trailing 19-7. Cards have won 4 of their last 5, losing last week in sloppy conditions, 53-14 to Skyline. On third and long, Harden drops back, swings it out to Sanchez, and Sanchez going nowhere, tossed out of bounds at the 37. It is 3 and out for the Cards to begin the second half.
Started out like he had a lot of room to run, but it was the short side of the field, and Jesuit used that as an extra defensive player, and Ryan didn't have anywhere to go after that one little step, and he was hit first of all by the DB number 16, Bender. Bender wrapped him up. Not a lot of room after that.
Esteban Garcia drifting back, waiting the Marcus Haygood punts. A high snap, unloads. It flutters, headed to the near side, takes a left-hand turn, and goes out of bounds at the Jesuit 43. So the Rangers take over their first offensive possession, leading 19-7. And there's the offense, and right in the middle is head coach Brandon Hickman. 41 wins, 15 losses for the Rangers. Has taken the team to postseason play all 4 previous years. From the 43, man in motion is Rusty Landon. Comes to a stop, and as does the play. That's some motion.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, let's see what the Cardinals can do with that.
That'll scoot them back to the 38.
Giving Jesuit, instead of a 2nd down and 6 like they've had pretty much throughout the first half. Now they got to start in the hole a little bit with it 1st and 15.
Haven't seen much of John Wunderlich tonight. He's a junior receiver with a couple of touchdown balls this year. Connor Lampert wide left, number 7. In motion to Rusty Landon. Now comes to a stop. And Holtz gets a handoff, and Holtz gallops to the 46. In for Mac is Marcus Hudson, the DB.
You know, this pretty much exemplifies the way Holtz runs a football and what he's done tonight. You've got him in your sights. No, just does a spin move. Second guy comes in. It takes a third guy to finally put him on the ground. You look up, and he's gained 7 yards.
He's just Army strong. There's no getting around it. 2nd down, 8. In motion again is Langdon. And here's the keeper. Palish rides it out, and the Cards string it out. Stood up by Tony McDonald, number 7.
Yeah, give Tony all the credit there. Wrapped him up, kept the helmet between the numbers, and pushed him back.
That'll bring up 3rd and long.
Well, they fake it the middle. Watch there. There's the little stiff arm, but then McDonald fights off the block, wraps him up. That's how you coach it right there.
3rd and 8 from their own 46. They started from the 38 following a 5-yard penalty. They empty the backfield, and Palish going to go long. He's got a man open, caught at the 20, and stumbling inside the 10, trying to get inside the 5 is Lowborough. They go deep on 3rd and 8, and Max Lowborough got behind the secondary.
That was about a 50-yard pickup in all. He had plenty of time. He gets behind the secondary, has 3 steps on the DB. And first of all, that's what the running will do for you. It buys you a little time with the fake. And, man, Polish just dropped that one right in the breadbasket, didn't he?
Boy, that's a nice pass. Nice spin. 2 in the backfield on 1st and goal. And to the 1, trying to get over the double stripe, and doing so is number 13, and a touchdown for Max Lowborough.
The 5-yard run.
His 2nd. He caught a touchdown pass in the first half for 14 yards, and it now goes 25-7.
Well, the Cardinals now with the screws tightened just a little bit to them offensively after the drive by the Rangers there.
And this to make it 26-7. It is up and over our camera scaffolding in the end zone. It was that high.
Well, nothing fancy, just running behind those big offensive guards. The right side, Coach Hickman believes, was his strengths this year. And they run to that side, and Marlboro goes in with the power move at the last minute there, and a 4-yard or a 4-play drive. 57 yards in all. Took about a minute and a half thanks to that 50-yard bomb that Polish did to get his team inside the 10-yard line, and took them 1 play to score. So now, Mr. Nelson, the Cardinals, if they did not feel the pressure coming out having to score, now you look up on the clock, and although we still have 1 more quarter plus this to go, got to find a little lightning in the bottle, if you will, offensively, and try to get something going to put some points on the board.
Yeah, and a big tip of the hat to the Jesuit defense holding Mac on their first possession. That was huge. And Marco Navarro set to kick off, and I don't think he wants to hammer it too deep. That hadn't been the MO tonight on the Ranger kickoffs. Henderson and Sanchez coupled together at the 5. And another directional kick, and caught by Fisher, and Rashad Fisher. And the fair catch call for at the 24. So the second possession for the Cards here in the second half.
If you think about it, offensively, they really haven't put a good drive together.
No, they haven't.
That 1 long play to Sanchez has pretty much been their offense.
Alex Drummond and Montrell Walker wide rights on 1st and 10. Kane Harden, school's all-time leading passer, throws an inside screen. It is caught right off of the turf, and a gain of close to 5. Well, it may have hit the turf first. A nice catch to Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond did a good job just to keep that play, and I kept waiting for the officials to say, well, maybe it was incomplete. Took them a while to.
Let's see if it's short hops.
Yeah.
It does. Good call. A bounce pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 24 as Harden gets a play from the bench. Looks towards Josh Hodges. He gets to check the wristband for the right play. 2nd and a dime from the 24. Henderson in the backfield. Harden takes a snap, looking sideline, throws, and Sanchez hauls it in at the 28. That'll bring up 2nd and about 7.
Sanchez close to 100 yards tonight.
Responsible for the only touchdown tonight for the Cards.
I think Jesuit is content on allowing MacArthur to get those little 3-and-out plays.
3rd and close to 7. Harden flush from the pocket, swings it out to Montrell Walker, and like metal to a magnet, Walker drops at the 33. It'll be 4th down. Marcus Haygood and the punt team comes on here. I'll wait.
Or do they? Watch it again. Harden waited until the last second to dump that to Walker, and now they're going to say he made the 1st down.
Now they indicate 1st down max, so they do collect the 1st down. Still deep in their own territory at the 34. I think they may have given him about a half a yard. But it is a 1st down. Jesuit in a 3-4-4 and a motion call. Walker was may have been moving towards a line of scrimmage.
Number 58, 5 yards, still 1st down.
5-yard march off. Cards over 40 yards in the first half in penalties.
I believe Whaley moved a little bit, the interior lineman. Watch the left tackle. Right there, just flinches a little bit, all it takes.
So it's 1st and 15. Jordan Wyatt, senior center, out over the ball. As Harden yells out something, they show blitz and a quick pass, and this one caught at the 25, crossing the 30, and almost back to the line of scrimmage is Walker, number 14.
Well,
2nd and 11.
At least on this series, they've got Walker more involved, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Walker is all over the place lining up. Now Hodges and Sanchez stacked up on the near side. Maybe a draw play here. I don't know. 2nd and 11. It is. It's a handoff to Henderson. And Henderson crosses a 35, has yardage to the 36. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
That is only his 4th carry, John, for 20 yards tonight.
3rd and 8, 36-yard line.
They've really kept him in check.
Hardest 24 touchdowns last year, 13 coming into tonight. 3rd down and 8. And a catch crossing the 45 out to the 47-yard line. That's number 18, Alex Drummond. Drummond, and the Cards convert on 3rd down.
Big play by Harden and Drummond both. Drummond just knowing where the sticks were at before he made his move, and Drummond's been in the play calling the last couple of plays here.
Cardinals converting 53% this year on 3rd down. Henderson stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They may squeeze out a yard. Number 35, Michael Schottmer, junior linebacker there. Temperature dropping in the low 60s right now. Nacho time here a little bit past 8:30. 2nd, and they need to collect a little over 9, and the Cards jumping off sides again. You had another motion call.
Hodges, a wide receiver.
Start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That makes it 2nd and 15. Cards playing catch up. They trail 6-0. 19-7 at halftime.
I really believe Jesuit is content on just playing soft on the corners.
Well, Esteban Garcia is giving Hodges about 11 yards to this side. On 2nd and long, Kane Harden will throw on the run. It is caught on the far side. And Drummond with another catch. Drummond goes out of bounds at the 45 rather.
Yep, and Harden flushed. Makes a nice throw on the run, right on the money. Maybe he's in the groove a little bit.
It is at the 45, which sets up 3rd and 3. Hodges and Walker to the near side. Walker the movement. As Harden gives to Henderson up the middle. Artis Henderson has a first down and takes it all the way down to the 34.
That's what you wanted to see from Henderson. Maybe it's a little misdirection. Maybe the fact they had a guy going in motion, whatever. But like we talked about in the first quarter, he does better when it's just a dive play.
Able to split the crease and get by Nate Thompson, number 1. 1st and 10 at the 34. In a crowd in between 3 defenders. Another catch for Drummond. That's a gain of about 8. It'll be 2nd and short. From the 26, trailing 26-7. Walker again loops behind the quarterback. Here's Artis Henderson, and Henderson stood up. Here's the support. He's shoved back. Gonna give him the 26-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and a short 2. And another 3rd down facing the Cards here.
Let's just pass the play before. There's like 3 guys he had to thread through to find Drummond.
3rd and needing right at 2 from the 26. Henderson, he is close. They shove him forward. That should be enough, and it is a Mac first down.
Had just enough space on the corner to make a little move back against the grain and get the first down for MacArthur. It's a drive they need.
Cardinals have gone over 50 yards on this drive. They have it at the 22 of Jesuit. Sideline look at Kane Harden, senior, completing 61% on the year. Is it a passing down on first? It is. Short possession catch. That's Hodges. And not much at all.
No, Esteban Garcia, a sure tackle on the corner.
Now Sanchez going to go over to the far side on 2nd and 10.
13 plays in this drive.
Hodges wide left. And Garcia closing in, not giving him much at all on this near side. Now he backs off about 6 yards. On 2nd down, Harden in trouble, gets away from 1 and just throws it away. Everyone covered.
Well, he bought himself some time on the first pursuit and rush, but he really didn't have anybody to throw to. You know, you hear the receivers taught, if you see your quarterback in trouble, come back to his direction. But by the time he found a receiver, he had nowhere to go with it.
Second week in a row, the Cards have been stifled offensively. It's 3rd and 10 from the Jesuit 22-yard line.
4 down territory for sure.
3 receivers wide right. As Artis Henderson checks the play. And Harden fires deep. It is intercepted at the 2-yard line. The 2nd interception tonight for Kane Harden. Esteban Garcia right there. And that is a killer at this stage of the quarter.
Well, at the very last minute, Jesuit dropped back. They just flooded the zone, and Harden tried to just sail that thing in there. And Garcia, he also had some deep help with the safety as well, and Harden looking that way the whole way. Did he have possession? Was he bobbling? Oh.
Right on the sideline marker, and as soon as he came downward, bang, bang.
Yeah, on slow-mo, he didn't have possession of that.
They spot it at the 3. Handoff. Holtz out to the 20. A quick gain of 17 on first down. So the Rangers now responsible for 9 interceptions. That's 1 a game. 2:10, clock moving here in the 3rd. For Jesuit, their second possession. They've gone 95 tonight to score. From the 20, in motion is Landon. And Holtz on the sweep. Holtz twisting, turning, and carries it out to the 28.
Closing on 100 yards for the night is Holtz. And this is where the Ranger offense can just wear you down.
That'll put Holtz over 800 now for the year. It'll be 2nd and short with 1:30 to go here in the 3rd. Again, the Cards a game back at 4-1 in the district, tied with Skyline. Look over what the other district is doing this year. That would be 10-6A, Highland Park and North Mesquite 1-2 in that district. Well, they bottle up, able to contain the running back at the line of scrimmage, Holtz, on that handoff. And that'll make it 3rd and about 2.
Next week, these same Cards will be back at ISS. They'll take on Nimitz. Could have some playoff implications.
In essence, a home game for both teams. Field will favor no one.
Vikings could be playing for their playoff lives if they can't beat White.
Yeah, they could. 3rd and 2, and Palish has the first down. There to meet him is Tony McDonald. And a fresh set of downs at the 33 for Jesuit. And they may not want to get this play off. They're content to take it off the final 20 seconds, and we'll go to the 4th quarter. Yeah, the Rangers score a touchdown. The Cardinals are blanked in the 3rd quarter. And as we go to the 4th, our score, Jesuit 26, and the Cardinals of MacArthur 7, back with a 4th on ICTN. As we come back to Irving School Stadium, the first play of the 4th quarter on this late October Thursday night. Rangers have it at their own 33. It's 1st and 10. And Holtz, running room, 50, and Holtz may take it. And Holtz inside the 25.
About a 40-yard run. Man,
they
watch
just
the middle.
Opened up the space. You and I could have run through that. And nothing but white stripes and green turf ahead for number 24, Adam Holtz. Going to mark him at the 26. And a hard man to bring down tonight, but this offensive line, Metz and Allen and Eichenberg, Jackson Fearing, Max McLeod. They've done the job tonight from the 26 on first down. And another handoff, and Holtz wrapped up. They have lost a yard.
He's like, come on, Coach. I just ran over 50 yards on the last play. I'm gassed.
You're the bread and butter guy tonight.
Oh, yeah. Knowing Coach Hickman, the few times we've seen him play, he's gonna work that clock here in the 4th quarter.
And there he is across the way. It'll be 2nd down and 10, about a half a yard loss. Palish looking deep, ball right side, wide open and caught, and an easy touchdown toss to Max Lowborough. 26 yards on the toss. Ran one in from 6 and makes the catch here in the 4th quarter.
A broken down assignment in the corner. What they did is they ran where it looked like they were going to do a quick screen, or they do a little quick hit to the wide receiver, and everybody bid on it. And Lawborough went streaking, and the DB got caught, thought he had deep help. No help.
John Wengerski, as Halloween has come early for MacArthur tonight. This horror show now 33-7.
See the DB, there were both of them about 10 yards away. And it was just a matter of waiting for that pass to finally fall in the senior's arms. Watch again from the end zone. There was a mix-up, as you can see the DBs looking at each other like, I thought you had him. And there's nothing more like a lump in your throat or feeling like you're going off a roller coaster when you realize that the guy you're supposed to guard is 10 yards behind you.
Touchdown pass number 15 this year for Jacob Polish. What are you going dressed as Halloween this year?
I'm going to go as an IRS agent with a bag full of money.
I'm going as Elvis Andrus. That'll scare anybody. But then the more I thought about it, Rob, when they hand me the candy, I just drop it.
Yeah.
So what's the gain from it?
You've been waiting weeks for that, haven't you?
Well,
we understand your pain, John. We understand your pain.
I have been waiting to unload on the Rangers shortstop.
So do we find someone new?
No, the contract will not allow that.
We keep hearing about this Profar kid. We're going to put him at 2nd. Oh, let's put him at the short.
Another short kickoff. And this one picked up at the 20, coming this way and wrapped up. Ball is loose at the 24. And the Rangers say they have it, and they do.
Oh, and it rains, it pours. It's not raining tonight, but man, it's just raining turnovers and everything else for MacArthur.
Emmett Flood, I think, got to it, number 54.
Oh, yeah. Knocked it right out of his paws. Number 47. I don't have a 47 on my roster.
It was reeled in by Flood, number 54. And Jesuit takes over at the 25.
New quarterback?
Well, let's see. Polish still in there.
Is he?
So is Holtz. And here's Holtz.
Yep, he is. Thought we'd have somebody new. That's how you get hurt. Ask Art Briles that.
Yes. At a 33-7 lead. You can pad the numbers, but you can also take a chance. Offensive lineman coming out. Got a change at tackle Vance Holobin, number 75. Oh, look at that bright orange moon rising in the eastern sky. It's huge. Kind of reminds you what time of the season it is.
It is. Pretty moon.
From the 26 on 2nd and 10, Polish will send Connor Lamford wide left. Play action. Jacob over the middle, wide open, caught, touchdown, untouched, as if he were quarantined. Rusty Landon. And this one out of reach now. 25 on that scoring play.
Yep, 25 yards, and first of all, Polish had all day in the world to pass. He pretty much looked off 3 receivers before he found Landon streaking right down the middle.
A touchdown exactly a minute from the last one. And the extra point just inside the right upright. And our new score with 9:55 to play, 47.
Polish just faked it in the middle. And crossed in the middle. Second time I believe the Cardinals defensively caught flat-footed in the secondary. Nobody picking Landon up. All he had to do was wait on it and cross the goal line untouched.
So the turnover cost Mac 3 possessions, 3 scores in the second half for Jesuit. They've got their average. They came in averaging right at 40.
Well, the Cardinals have had 2 picked off. They fumbled, so there's 3 turnovers right there. Offensively, just couldn't get anything going. Harden was rattled by the different blitz packages that the Rangers have provided tonight.
And their opponent, when Nimitz sees his score after tonight, they'll lick their chops next week. 40-7. And a busy John Wingurski set to kick off again, and we're kind of going to track it. You know exactly where it's going to go near the 30-yard line. And it does. And this time the Cards able to hold on to the football as they carry it out to the 33.
Well, we've got one more week of football, and then after that, we'll have some basketball on ICTN. Later on in the fall, we'll have the City League Little Pee Wee Guys Championship. But believe it or not, it's going to be basketball before long. Nimitz and Garland, a couple of weeks away on ICTN. And a congratulations while we're thinking about Nimitz and the Lady Viking volleyball team making the playoffs this year. Good for them. We had them earlier in the year.
They pull back, and I thought Jesuit would come, and there's a catch for Hodges at the 40, turns it back and gains an additional 7 yards. Josh Hodges with another catch, his 45th of the year. Had over 800 receiving yards coming into tonight. 1st and 10, Mac at the 47, trailing 40-7. Gave up 53 points last week. Gave up 49 week 2 to Garland. And in a hole at 40-7, Kane Harden empties the backfield. No pressure at all. Now Harden looking to the near side. Henderson is there. And Henderson able to scamper near midfield. All that in a gain of 3. He's been held in check tonight.
Harden has attempted 29 passes tonight, completing 22 of those. A lot of drop-offs. That last series, the Rangers not blitzing, just rushing 3.
On 2nd down, Harden, and the angle getting smaller, he lost a yard. There was nowhere to go as the Jesuit secondary cut down any kind of running lane for Kane Harden. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Harden was leading the area in 6A with touchdowns coming in tonight. Had almost 30 in all. Right about 29 now with the one he had tonight.
From the 49, here's a blitz as Harden rolls out and short hops it, intended for Sanchez at the 45-yard line, and here's the punt team.
Well, at this point, Harden is exactly what he was at half. 11 out of 15. 22 out of 32 interceptions tonight.
Yeah, and on the year, that's 6. Change.
MacArthur, not enough players out there on the field.
Who's late? Landon Blackstone. Back deep is Rosenbleeth, number 39. Almost blocked. Rosenbleeth gathers it in at the 25 and is dumped at that point.
By Fletcher.
Got a running into the kicker.
Oh, they almost got a piece of the ball and got more of Haygood.
Foul, roughing the kicker, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's a 10-yard march off, and the Cardinals able to get a first down off of the Jesuit penalty.
Well, that's one of the captains, Ryan Brooks, who I'm sure will get an earful from the coach once it's over. You know, if he wouldn't have lowered his shoulder, I think he would have gotten away with that.
Yeah, he might have. Yep. From the 36. Sanchez breaks it off, comes to the near side, and Harden in trouble and is sideswiped at the 41. Loses about 5. Closing in on 9 minutes.
That's one of those coverage sacks.
Jack Metz, number 98.
He's been a force on the inside. We've called his name out a few times tonight. He plays right in the middle, like the old nose tackle they used to call him, right over the center.
He's a junior. They got 30 juniors, more juniors than seniors. Blitz coming. Walker looking for a lane, 35-30. Walker first down, 25. Montrail inside the 10 and will take it in. 41 yards on the pass and run. Harden's 29th touchdown throw of the year.
Kind of that same play they did to Sanchez. I'm looking at Jesuit coaches thinking, you know, there's one play that you guys seem to have trouble with. It's that split screen with a shifty, speedy receiver out there.
So with 8.5 minutes to go in the game, the extra point attempt is up and through.
Harden just takes a step back, and there's Sanchez out there with a good block. And then he's got such great speed and made a good move at the 25. Left one of the DBs in his dust and gets the touchdown from the end zone. See, there's Sanchez with the block. That springs him. Drummond's also out there running some interference. Breaks a tackle, and by the time the knee touches the ground, the ball was across the goal line.
Austin Kaler had the back of the jersey, but Walker had the goal line in sight and able to score. Let's see, for Montrail this year, his 4th touchdown catch. Sanchez and Walker have scored touchdowns tonight. And number 12, Jesus Martinez, set to kick off. Rangers only going to send back. Got a new man back. That's Evan Jackson, number 36.
Well, they have so many guys up front. They're expecting MacArthur to do something and try to get the onside kick.
Yeah, they've got 10 lined up. Got 5 across midfield and 5 yards at the 40. And Jackson runs, drops it, and falls on it at the 23. Almost came loose again.
Well, it almost worked like an onside kick, didn't it?
It did, given the coverage and the fact that Jackson couldn't hold on to it. And that's where Jesuit starts with 8:29 to go in the game. At the 23, leading 40-14. Trying to go to 8-1 on the year. And a perfect 6-0 in the district. What a contrast this is to last year's MAC 69-30 win. That was a game in which Henderson had 5 touchdowns. New man under is, and a penalty marker dropped as soon as a handoff. And the new running back as well. That's Jackson, took the handoff from Rusty Landon.
Carried by Evan Jackson.
Well, if you get some fresh faces in there, I see a few on the offensive line too. It appears they have their second team in there offensively.
Side, defense, number 32, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, the Cards were offsides, and it'll be 1st and 5. Yeah, let's see. We've got Connor Jackson, number 82, is a wideout. New quarterback is Landon. New running back, Evan Jackson. Mac Wageman, also a new number, wide receiver, number 14, Wageman. Jackson over right guard. Breaks a tackle, 35, and Jackson steamrolls to the 40. Evan Jackson has scored 5 touchdowns this year, a junior. Took it over right tackle and collects another Jesuit first down.
Kind of looked like Holtz a little bit there, didn't he?
Yeah, Jack Tabor in now, sophomore as a receiver. First teamers are out as the Rangers lead it 40-14. Your little trunk and treat area down here broke up about an hour ago, so the parking lot is, you got a lot of spaces now you couldn't find.
It's a quick exit.
5 seconds on the play clock. They get it off, and Langdon with a first, well, they run over right side for about 8.5. So Jacob Polish's night is over. Scored up top and on the ground as well.
12 out of 17. 57 yards rushing to go with it.
Second and needing about 3 yards from the 47-yard line. Play clock down to 6. It is down to 3. They get it off. Jackson trying to turn the corner and able to get to the 49-yard line. Just keep it on the ground. That's all the Rangers have to do. Vance Hollum, again, the new lineman. Drew Billings, I think he's also in there. Third and needing a couple. William Kaner, number 70, on the O-line. Ethan Shaw, junior, number 71. Third down and 2. Now 1st and 10, up the middle. Jackson inside the 30. 22 on that game.
Man, he just, like somebody shot him out of a cannon.
Oh, they have just exploded the O-line. Well, their best game of the year.
Half of, I believe half of that is just good technique. They seem to do a lot of cross blocking for the guards and will crisscross, and they trap the middle, open up really big holes on the inside.
Rangers will now have a road record this year of 4-1. They play R.L. Turner next week, and a game to the 26. 4 more yards for Evan Jackson, number 36.
Well, Polish and Holtz combined for over 210 yards tonight between those two.
It's pretty salty numbers.
Mm-hmm. Polish had close to 200 yards passing.
So for the year, that puts them close to 1,300. 2nd and 7. And Jackson wrapped up and tossed down at the 31. Mack able to crack through there, number 35. Adrian Ford.
Good position there. And the fact he's able just to break through the line of scrimmage.
That was Jack
Tabor.
Tabor. Yeah, Tabor, not Jackson. Third down and needing just over 10. 4:25 left in this one. Cards will fall to 4-2 in the district. To the 24-yard line. That is Jackson. Just right up the gut. It'll be 4th down. Need 4, but game well in hand as they take their own sweet time.
Oh, they're working the game clock and the play clock both.
Coach Brandon Hickman will collect another win in his 5th year tonight. On 4th down, and the ball goes over in a gain of just 1. 3:33 left to play. Haven't been too many times tonight where we can write down downs. Ball goes over for Jesuit as Mac takes over at their own 25.
Talking about the volleyball by-district playoffs coming up. Irving at Richardson playing at R.L. Turner. Nimitz at Mesquite playing Mesquite Horn. That will be at Berkner, Richardson-Berkner. And then on Tuesday, MacArthur ladies against Lake Highlands as well at Berkner, 7 o'clock start. And all three teams making postseason. Congratulations to the ladies in the city of Irving. It is also the first district title for the Lady Vikings. Last year had a great year for the Viking basketball team, and now the volleyball team winning district. Congratulations to the ladies.
Running room out to the 27-yard line. Number 22 on the handoff, Reggie Flowers. State championship in volleyball will be held again this year in Garland. Class 6A, Conroe the Woodlands is the defending state champion. Second down, 7. Closing in on 3 minutes. And a catch. Drummond. And driven out of bounds at the 33. And 3 minutes exactly left in this one. It'll be third down and right at a yard from the 34. Our halftime score was 19-7. Third and a yard. Handoff, first down yardage, and over midfield and all the way to the 45-yard line. Nice run by Reggie Flowers, the senior. Cards collect a first down.
Boy, Flowers had a lot of room to run there.
Caden Harden going to play it out all the way tonight. And Flowers again. And has 5 yards to the 40. Upended at that point with 2:34 to go in the game. Rangers scoring a touchdown in the third quarter. 2 scores here in the fourth. Second and 5. 35. And a hard hit at the 34-yard line, but hanging on to it. That's Tyson Harden. Number 16 to number 15. And a first down.
Sounds like a law firm, Harden and Harden.
Where are they located?
Downtown Irving.
From the 34 inside of 2 minutes. Kane hands it off. And 5 more yards for Reggie Flowers as he lunges to the 29.
Tackle made by Emmett Flood.
Couple more plays and
Second down, 5.
that'll be the game tonight. 40-14 as the Jesuit Rangers pick up their 8th win and stay unbeaten in district. Looks off one. Kane to this side and thrown well out of bounds, trying to get it into the direction of Montrell Walker with 1:23 to play.
Pass intended for Montrell Walker.
Well, the 3 turnovers
Incomplete.
and the ineffectiveness of the offense, those turnovers kind of go hand in hand too. Big difference tonight.
Third and a nickel from the 29. Kane looking middle deep and no one home. Walker was at the 5 and the ball well over the goal line. It will bring up fourth down.
9:47 left in the fourth quarter.
78 seconds
Sunset
to go.
free roll. 11:50 in the fourth
Cardinals will
quarter.
now have lost 2 in a row. Set their sights on the Vikings of Nimitz right here next week.
Fourth quarter, Horn 63, Pierce 0.
Flowers has the play. He heads off to the left. Harden goes to the right. Montrell Walker hauls it in, and Walker double teamed at the 24 and close to a first down on 4th and 5.
Let's go ahead and thank our sponsor for tonight's ball game, Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning, the charter sponsor of the ICTN Game of the Week. We appreciate the Stavely family for supporting Irving sports and enabling us to give you the games of the week.
With exactly a minute to play, 1st and 10 Mac from the 24-yard line, and Flowers first down, and Flowers takes it inside the 10. Gang tackled inside the 10. And a 1st and goal for Mac, and a timeout taken with 53 seconds to play. This drive started from the 25, 66 yards on this current drive.
Take a look at the district that our district would be facing in the first round. The Highland Park Scots coming in 5-0 in district. Lake Highlands, North Mesquite, and Mesquite Horn, who MacArthur played last year in the first round. If MacArthur wins next week, or you have Nimitz losing, then MacArthur would play either Lake Highlands or North Mesquite in that initial round. The 3 Richardson schools near the bottom. Nimitz would be the small division if they get in. MacArthur, the large school enrollment.
1st and goal from the 9. Harden takes a snap, the fake to Flowers, ball is tipped, intercepted at the goal line. Crossing the 15, crossing the 25, and thrown out of bounds. Is that pretty? I think he stayed in there.
Did they sneak him back in for the goal line defense?
I saw 1-2. And another interception tonight for Jesuit.
Well, the lineman, defensive lineman, was the one that got his hands on it. That's not pretty. That's a backup.
32, John Guzman.
That pretty sums up tonight, don't you think?
Another interception, and the 3rd tonight. And for the year, the 10th, as Jesuit had the ball tipped, and at the goal line waiting for it on the deflection, John Guzman, and we're inside a half a minute. A 40-14 final will be the score, and they're lining up already at midfield to congratulate each other. There's head coach Brandon Hickman, his team now 8-1. The Cards fall to 5-4, but more importantly, in district now 4-2, and again the top 2 seeds this year in each division will be home for the first round. And Mr. Willman, this game was important coming in. It's more important next week against Nimitz. Team is down a little bit right now.
Might be a winner take all. We'll have to wait and find out how the Vikings perform. Nonetheless, that'll make next week's game very important.
40-14, our final score tonight. So we're back with a wrap-up on the ICTN Game of the Week. Autumn moon suspended above Irving School Stadium as the Jesuit Rangers ride in and take a 40-14 win tonight over the Cardinals. You see some of the senior band members of the MacArthur award-winning band tonight. It was 19-7 at the half. In the second half, the Rangers have a Palish on a 1-yard run, capped off a 35-yard drive. And then Max Lowborough on this 26-yard catch made it 33-7 with 10:49 to go. Oh, that's the interception, rather. And setting up a touchdown as the toss hauled in by Lowborough deep in the end zone, 33-7 at that point. And then Landon on the receiving end of this 25-yard toss. That came with 9:55 to play. And that will be the final score for Jesuit. And Mac comes right back as Montrail Walker goes 41 yards, dragged into the end zone with 8:30 to play. The only score for Mac in the second half, and 40-14 your final. First downs, the Rangers had 4 more than the Cardinals. For Jesuit, 12 of 17, 1 interception. Mac, 26 of 38, 3 pickoffs. Yards passing for the Rangers, 197, 245 for the Cards. And look at the yards on the ground for Jesuit. Mr. Holtz adding most of that, 268 to Mac's 83, 465 total yards for Jesuit, 328 in a losing cause for the Cardinals. Cardinals turned it over 4 times. They were penalized close to 100 yards. Jesuit drew 7 flags for 29. So the Cardinals go to 4-2 in district play, and not a stellar second half tonight, trailing 19-7. And not much in the second half for the Cards. Jesuit 8-1, but more importantly, they stay perfect in the district at 6-0. Well, next week, it's the Cardinals again, right back here against the Nimitz Vikings, and that'll close out the regular season. Once again, our final score, Jesuit 40, Irving MacArthur 14. Our thanks to Clint Roddy, both head coaches, our outstanding ICTN production crew. 40-14 your final for Rob Willman. This is John Nelson saying good night from Irving School Stadium.
Irving Game of the Week has been brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning,